Welcome back to a 2Phresh exclusive. I'm your host, Lavelle Revels. Over to my right, needs no introduction, but I'll go ahead and give her one anyways. So she makes fear look good on screen. The creator of the Noir Stories and Phobias, which is showing at the 2Phresh Philm Phest. So if you're here in Cincinnati, Ohio, October 5th, 2Phresh Philm Phest from 1 to 5 p.m. at the View Center. We have Makayla Boyd in the building. What's going on, Makayla?
Hey, I am super excited for both Phobias to premiere, but also for the 2Phresh Philm Phest. Like, there will be other films that's showing, poets, comedians, and that's what makes the 2Phresh Philm Phest one of the best film festivals in the Cincinnati, Ohio area.
Say it again for me.
One of the best, period. So make sure you're there. Get your tickets in the link in the comments.
And speaking about the 2Phresh Philm Phest, we'll be showing Phobias, which is part of the Noir Story Season 2. Before we get into Season 2, let's talk about Season 1. Season 1 was a good one. So what was the most, oh no, this is going off the rails moment while filming Season 1?
So there's a couple moments that we were filming and it was just like, oh my gosh, we didn't do this. But the first moment is when we were filming what was the second episode that we filmed, but the last episode to air. So that's the best sleepover ever. And while filming that, we started really early in the day, but for the first 2 hours, we could not get the audio to work. We could not figure it out. And once we finally got it figured out, we started filming, but we were already 2 hours behind schedule. So we went deep into the night filming that one. But then another episode that we filmed, which was Imaginary, that episode, we had another audio issue. We filmed like the first 45 minutes to an hour with no audio because the battery in the mic had died. And I was ready to cry, but we made it through. We re-recorded all of that. And we actually finished on time that day. So not too bad. But those were the moments where it was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
Oh, so that's why we can't hear the first 2 minutes?
You can hear the first few minutes in the scene. We went back and recorded it.
Okay. I'm just messing around. All right, so if Season 1 had bloopers, which scene would have fans laughing hardest the most?
There's so many like great things, but I would say it's between the best sleepover ever and Big Smile. For the best sleepover ever, we have this friend group and they're constantly making fun of each other. So sometimes the actors like would say something that was like mean to the other that was in the line. And then they wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. They would bust out laughing. And, like somebody would be like, that's why I slept with your man. They would just be laughing on set. So it was hard because sometimes they just couldn't keep a straight face while doing it. There's a pillow fighting scene. And one of the girls hit the other girl a little bit too hard and really kind of knocked her down. And there's a huge laugh with that. For Big Smile.
Hold on. So was the group chat, was it a real group chat or was it a group chat like on set?
This was on set. Like the way they were just kind of.
Cast.
Yeah.
So it wasn't real life?
No, not real life.
Okay.
All the actresses are very nice in real life, but they had to act very mean in their characters. But yeah, on set, sometimes they would ad-lib some of the lines and they'd be mean to each other and they would just be like cackling the entire time. And their chemistry, it worked really well for none of them to have known each other before. For Big Smile, because we have like this awkward, kind of creepy like photographer character with this supermodel character, it was him always being close up in her personal space that made them always laugh because he would like touch her arm and he would like be super close. He's like, I am so sorry. Like, I know I'm in your bubble. She's like, no, it's okay. So those would probably be some of the funniest moments from Season 1, just behind the scenes.
Okay. And so who on your cast or crew would you say was the biggest drama king or drama queen on set in a funny way?
Ooh, I'm gonna give it to the actress who plays Deja on the episode of Noir Stories called Imaginary. She was amazing, number one. When I saw her audition, I automatically knew that I had to give her the role of Deja. And the way she would bring some scenes to life it was amazing. There's a scene where she's like throwing plates at another character and she was just, throwing the plates each time, but she started cracking some of these plates and they would break in half and stuff. And we was like, oh, let's keep that in the shot. Like, she was really into the role and she was really funny. Sometimes she'd, go off script with an ad lib, to the characters. So she was just really good. Definitely queen of the drama.
What's her name again?
Her name is Riley in real life.
Okay. And what scene looked super serious on screen but was impossible to film without cracking up on season 1?
Ooh, I would say it was probably when they were talking about a actress's hair in the best sleepover ever. So there's a line where they were talking about the actress's wig and they're supposed to say, it looks like it was their grandmother's wig. And this cast, like I said, they had great chemistry. They were always cracking jokes about each other. So just hearing them kind of say those lines and making fun of the actress when she's supposed to have walked away is what makes it funny. But also there's a line where she learns that they've been, making fun of her. And she's like, those bitches. And she, the way she would deliver the line was funny and they would have to like try not to laugh in the camera because we're getting their reaction shot as well. So really just that whole episode when they're talking about each other was funny because they had to keep a straight face and they had to act like they were actually, mean girls when all of them are just a bunch of very funny, nice girls.
Okay. And then was there ever a moment you thought, maybe I'm the one who's actually scared here?
I would say if there was a moment where I actually felt scared.
I'll tell you mine.
Really? What's yours?
Nah, I think you said yours. I'll tell you mine.
Oh, I'm just curious. I don't know. If there was a moment where I was actually scared, it was probably, I think in The Babysitter, because there's an actor, John Bivy. He's gonna look back and watch this and be like, me? There's a line in the Babysitter episode where, he's like saying goodbye to the babysitter. And,
Man, you gotta leave John alone, man. Don't mess. Don't talk about
that's like
John.
a line where he's like, man, I forget at this point, but he's like, we'll be watching you or whatever, and he like closes the door. It's just the way he delivers that line before he closes the door. I was like, this comes off creepy, but I like it, and that's why I casted you.
Why you think it came out creepy? Like
I don't know, he was just good at it.
So like creepy hell, like was it like?
We're gonna play the clip and put it in there. But to me, he just said it's so creepy to where it was like, if I was the person watching, I'd be like, oh, he gonna come back and kill her, isn't he? But there's that. There's an Easter egg that some people don't notice, but you actually see John Bibby and his wife Teresa Bibby, who play the couple in The Babysitter. You see their shadows as the girl is walking around the house. So to set that up, I was like, this does look creepy. This looks like their stalker. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's like when she's walking to the last bedroom, if you look down the steps, you can see both of their shadows just standing there, like staring at her.
So they set her up?
They did.
See, that's why you need to have like part 2. I don't be trying to talk to you. I'll be like, man, there's sequels.
There's Easter eggs in all of the films. You just gotta pay attention.
All right. So I'm not saying I will be scared, but I'm saying like if I was in this person's shoes, like a female shoes, I'll say it was what's the model joint called? With Irvin?
Big Smile.
Big Smile. Yeah. Irvin was he was kind of. We talked about it on the show. We talked about it on the show. We get that role. Yeah. Shout out to Irvin, man. That's my cat right there. All right, so which character do you secretly think stole the show when you didn't expect it?
Man. So for me, there's a couple people. I had worked with
one.
Only one? Oh my gosh.
You gotta name your favorite one.
Oh, that's so hard. Stole the show. Okay. For stealing the show, I honestly think I'd have to give it to my girl Megan. I worked with Megan. She was on my series Done in the Dark back when I was doing drama. And she came back. She was interested in doing an episode of Noir Stories. And I had only seen her play, a regular, normal character. But when she auditioned, I was like, oh, snap. She plays crazy really, really well. Like, really well. And so she's in the best sleepover ever. Hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but she is the killer in that one. And
dang, you gonna spoil your own joint?
You should have seen season 1 by now. And if you haven't, go watch it. But she's the killer in that one, and the way she's like looking into the camera, kind of like she's completely lost it. I was like, oh, she plays crazy so well. She stole the show, in my opinion, because you're not expecting it. She seems so normal, and she just kind of like, when she admits what she's done, it's like it's nothing. So she's the star of that one. She took it.
Okay. And I mean, let me think. Who do I think stole the show from me? I'll give it to Irvin again. He was super creepy in that.
Irvin was good too.
Yeah. So, what was the weirdest or funniest feedback you got for someone after watching season 1?
Ooh, the weirdest or funniest feedback I got was probably it was probably like some of the comments that some people would comment under I would say like the best sleepover ever, and they'd be like, man, with friends like that, I see why you would kill somebody. And it's like, whoa there, buddy. We don't have to really do that. But it would be that, people being like, oh man, I might have did that too. And you're like, ooh, I don't think so. This is just for fun.
I tell you, and I talked about this on the Fresh Film Talk we did earlier this year. So if you haven't checked that episode yet, check it out. That's what we talk. We get more in the technical stuff about season 1. But yeah, it was again when we played it at the first Black Film Series. You wasn't there, but after we screened yours last, and then everybody kept saying, "Oh my gosh, the babysitter. Who's Makayla? Like, what happens next after this?" And I ain't gonna lie, I was low key hating. I was like, man,
He always hating. It's nothing.
man, I was like, what? Like Makayla? Like this was only like 2 minutes long. What you mean? Like who's Makayla? But yeah, yeah, that was mine. But yeah, it was. I like how you leave him off on cliffhangers. I like the cliffhangers one, and I hope for like sequel. Why don't you do that more often?
Why don't I do cliffhangers more often or sequels more often?
Both.
First of all, I don't ever want to do a sequel if I feel like I don't have enough there to satisfy the audience. So if I feel like I don't have enough or that it's truly done, I'm not going to do a sequel to it, because I hate when I get sequels and it's not as good or better than the original. So that's why I stand on that. I would say if you like cliffhangers, you might get a couple in season 2.
No, but a cliffhanger. But I need to know like what's gonna happen. Like I need a sequel. Like you need to write more sequels. You
I don't know, but we'll
you
see.
talented enough.
Maybe I'll do a sequel of one in the future. Let me know what y'all would want a sequel of in
I
the
want
future.
the babysitter. I want to know what
Babysitter.
happened more in that because that was too short for me. I need to know what happened more.
Okay.
Like how you said, like I didn't see John and Teresa standing right there, they shadows and stuff.
I can see that one being longer in the future. If enough people ask for it, maybe I'll consider it.
They did. They asked about it at the Black Film Series. It's like we want to know what happens next.
We'll see. Maybe.
And that's
Maybe
her
not.
saying she ain't gonna do it. All right. So if season 1 was a person, would they be like the life of the party? Would they be a mysterious loner? Or would they be the person hiding snacks in their purse? So like if you could describe season 1 as a person, who would they
Okay.
be?
Season 1 would be they'd be 2-faced, quite frankly. They would seem like, they're this
Two-Face.
super
This is Batman?
fun, charismatic person, but they have a dark side that nobody knows about. And I would say that dark side would be that they're doing, creepy, weird, stuff, maybe such as kidnapping people, in
What?
their spare time. That would be season 1. They would be like literally they seem like such a fun, charismatic person, and then you find out, oh, they
Serial
were
killer?
terrible. Yeah, a little bit of serial
Okay.
killer vibes.
All right, so looking back, what's one tiny detail in season 1 you're proud of?
Quite honestly, so in Imaginary, the actress who plays the daughter of Raven, I am very proud of her, like, just as an actress. So the original actress that we had, she, I think she fell on the playground or something, and so she couldn't. This was like the week of when we were gonna film. She couldn't be in it anymore.
She fell on the playground.
Yeah, she fell on the playground. But she couldn't be in it anymore. So the actor who was playing the father, he had a daughter, and the daughter had acted in a school play before, and she wanted to do it. And I was like, sure. And I was sure that, she's so young, we'll have to coach her through the lines. There's no way she'll be able to memorize all of this. It's like 16 minutes. And she came there and she knew her lines. Like, she was really, really good. And I'm just so proud of her for that because, like, she definitely had never done any films before, just acting on stage. And so she did so well. And I was really proud that, she came, she was ready, and she did an amazing job. I get so many compliments on both of the girls' performances that was in Imaginary. So that's something I'm just really, really proud of.
So she came in, had her lines already.
Yeah, she got
prepared
the
and
role
everything.
like had to be like a Wednesday halfway through the week, and we start filming that Saturday and Sunday. Like, she did her thing.
And that's what's up. Can we expect her to see her in season 2?
You will not see any kids, unfortunately, in season 2.
What?
But you will see some familiar faces in season 2 from season 1.
Oh, they hit you with that child labor law. You was
No.
working them too hard.
No.
What? That's what I heard.
I see. No, CPS do not come after me.
So, okay, what moment during production made you step back and think, wow, this series is really happening?
When we filmed Big Smile and we like wrapped, first of all, that was like the quickest shoot ever. I think it was only 4 hours long, and everybody knew their lines and everything. Everybody was amazing. But when we finished that, I was like, wow, like it's done. I just have to edit this last like 2 films and then it's done. It'll be out there. And we finished it. It was like August, and I started editing everything, and it premiered that October.
Hold on, so you shot it in 4 hours?
Yeah, we shot it in 4 hours.
How long is it?
Big Smile, I think it's like 5 minutes, something like that.
Dang, that's
It wasn't
crazy.
too long.
4 hours.
It helps when it's in one location.
How long did it take you to edit it?
I edited that. It had to be in like 3 days.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty quick. Because I edited that, and the reason that episode comes out before The Babysitter, even though I filmed The Babysitter way back in January.
Yeah.
Or not The Babysitter, sorry. The Best Sleepover Ever, is because there was just so much editing that was going into The Best Sleepover Ever with like the color grading and getting it just right so it didn't look as dark as the Game of Thrones. There was just a lot of editing that went into it. So that's why that's the last episode to come out.
So which one was the first one you shot?
The first one I shot was The Babysitter, which was shot in November of the previous year.
So like, did you like schedule them to come out the order that you shot them in, or did you like just say you film?
For the most part, it was in order. The last 2 are flipped, just like I said, because I needed more time to fully edit The Best Sleepover Ever to the best of its abilities.
Okay. Gotcha. So, what moment during production made you step back? Yeah, my bad. We gonna edit that out. All right. So, was there an audience reaction to season 1 that completely caught you off guard?
Yeah. When I submitted Imaginary to this Independent Film Festival, and number 1, it got accepted, to which I was like, amazing. And number 2, when I got there and it was shown and everything, I had people coming up like, oh my gosh, like, do you have a website? Can I have your autograph? And it was like, wow, really? Like, I thought like, it was just gonna be shown, you might get a couple compliments, but I was like, this was amazing to, just see the reception and the positive feedback. Signing autographs, I did not expect that.
Signing autographs?
Yeah, like there was a couple people that just came up and asked.
So you guys accepted as independent?
Mm-hmm.
And you was signing autographs?
Yeah, I was. Like, I had never seen some of the people that came up and asked, and they had compliments, and they wanted me to sign like their independent book and stuff, and it was really cool. And then it got accepted into like 4 more film festivals, and I was like, wow, this has never happened before. I've never had like so many acceptances into film festivals.
That's what's up. All right, so let's get into why we really here. We're gonna talk about season 2.
Ready? You'd never asked.
I wanted to get everybody refreshed on season 1. I want to make sure they check out season 1 and not just season 2. So that way we talk about it.
Yeah.
They can check it out because season 2 hasn't dropped yet, right?
Not yet, but it will in October.
In October. So by the time this drop, it still has season 1. They make me want to check out season 1.
I guess that's fair.
And then follow up with season 2 in October. That's cool.
I mean, that's cool. I feel like, we got the people waiting. Let's just get into it.
All right, here we go. All right, so if season 2 had a theme song, what would it be and who's singing it?
Ooh. This is a tough one. I love Halloween. I have a whole Halloween playlist in my like phone, and I started in like
I know who's singing
August.
it.
So for me, this is a hard one, but I feel like I have to go Thriller by Michael Jackson.
How cliche.
I understand it's cliche,
It is.
but
Boo.
that's my favorite, and I feel like that's just what's more iconic than Thriller. There's nothing more
I thought
iconic
you
than
gonna say
Thriller,
like
and this season's iconic. That's why.
I thought you was gonna say like Monster Mash or something.
Ew,
like
no. See, that would be
that-
even more cliche, and that's not even a good song. That is not on the playlist, actually.
You was playing that the other day.
I was not
Monster
playing Monster
Mash.
Mash the other
Yes,
day.
you was.
You just be making stuff up.
You was playing Monster Mash the other day. Like, hey y'all, check out.
You know what? If you
check out
want
this
one that's
episode.
not cliche, what's the? There's one that the Fresh Prince Will Smith made. It's like a Halloween song. I forget the name of it, but I'll be listening to that, and it's like a rap song. But that would be another good one because like he's rapping. It has Freddy Krueger in it. Look it up.
Nightmare on My Street.
Yes, there's a nightmare on my street. That's my song. How do you know about that? I be forgetting you an old head.
Old head. That is crazy.
He like 50 over here. It's okay.
Yeah, you're like 12.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine being 12.
Yeah, I thought you would like make up your own theme song. You was singing.
My own theme song?
Yeah, you was singing Brandy and Monica the other day in the elevator. Remember?
First of all, I was not singing that.
Yes, you were.
I said I knew the main chorus.
And you were singing it.
I was singing it because somebody asked, how does it go? Which that's an iconic song. I don't know how you don't know how the main part goes, but it's okay.
All right. So, which new storyline in season 2 will make the best? Like, what did I just watch? Like a TikTok reaction. What do you think?
Which new storyline? It's actually probably going to be an episode called The Paranormal. Without giving too much away, I want you to imagine the show Survivor and the show Fear Factor combined. And some of the moments in those films would make excellent TikTok reaction videos, I'm sure.
Like you shooting like the Paranormal Activity, like found footage?
It's not fun. It's like a game show. So it's like Survivor and Fear Factor combined, and some of the things that the contestants are going to be doing is going to have you in your seat. Like, what did Makayla make her actors do? All consensual.
Well, over here. So like what? Like you can give us some little details about like what's going on, or like
let's just say, if you don't like watching people eat certain things that might be nasty, like bugs, maybe you might want to close your eyes for this one.
Oh yeah, people eating bugs.
I can't confirm there might be some bug eating, maybe a roach or two.
Man, that's crazy. I hope y'all getting paid. Y'all over here eating spiders and stuff.
I treat my actors well. They all consented to eat the bugs.
So they are eating bugs.
There is some bugs. Did you know you can buy bugs on Amazon to eat?
Oh, that's what you did?
Yes.
How you know?
What do you mean? I looked it up. I wanted to see where I could find bugs for eating.
So you eat
and
bugs
they
too?
just sell them to you. It was like $12.
You be eating bugs from Amazon?
I don't eat the bugs, but that's what the actors are for.
That's crazy.
That's commitment.
All right. So, did you create any characters in season 2 that you secretly hope people love to hate?
I did. I hope people love to hate a character by the name of Jasmine, and she is in an episode called The Masquerade. She's played by a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful actress. Her name's Camille Wiggins, and she was a joy to work with, and she was an amazing actress. She brought this character to life, and even I was like, man, she makes me really dislike this character. That's why she's casted. So there's her.
So you disliked her in real life too?
No, I didn't dislike her in real life.
That's crazy.
It's just she really played that role. She bodied that role. There's also
you disliked her. That's crazy. How you be doing your actors like
be instigating.
You said it. You said
ain't nobody say that. She know that she's perfection. There's another character in a episode called Phobias. And in Phobias, there's a character named London, and she's definitely one that I like to dislike. And my girl Kisa, She plays her, and she did an amazing job with that character. She was very funny in that role, and she and Nick Bean, they had me cracking up on set. Like, they were hilarious together. Nick plays a character by the name of Keenan.
Like Keenan and Kel?
Yes, but I actually named him after a Love Island character. So there's your hint for what Keenan's going to be doing.
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Good, perfect. You'll be surprised when you see it.
If you could describe season 2 as a dish at a restaurant, what's the plate? Like, what's the items that's on the plate
Okay. Probably
besides bugs? Cause
I was really gonna say maggots. Like, that's a shame. Okay. No maggots. Okay. So as a dish on a plate, there's probably gonna be like, that raw steak for like $100 that you can get at fancy restaurants and it's really bloody? Probably that.
okay.
I think there's a milkshake. I would say there's also
A milkshake.
yeah, milkshake.
Like what kind of milkshake?
Since I can't say bugs, a vanilla milkshake.
Oh, you okay?
You
I'll
asked.
plan.
I'm delivering. There's probably also some
So some bland moments in season 2.
bland moments. Never a bland
Why
moment.
you say vanilla? You gotta say something.
No, it's because of how I can't. You'll see. You'll
Alright.
see when you watch why it's a vanilla milkshake. There's probably also some apple slices. There's some pig
App-
snouts, and there's probably, I would say, some pizza.
Okay, it's the stuff that's in the Fear Factor episode. That's why you saying that.
Is it?
All right, so which fear you're exploring? Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading that right. Which fear you're exploring this season would actually have you running out of your? Let me run that back. I'm definitely gonna edit that out. Which fear you're exploring this season would actually have you running out of the room?
The bugs. I hate bugs. I would never actually eat a bug. Hats off to my actors.
What? You order bugs on Amazon. What are you talking about?
Not for me to eat.
Then how you
That would
know-
be the fear that would probably have me actually running out. I wouldn't do that.
You don't want to say you eat the bugs on Amazon.
No,
You out here.
I ordered the bugs on Amazon, but I'm not eating it.
That's crazy. So, who on the team is most likely to end up on the blooper reel on season 2?
Nick Bean. He will be on the blooper reel for half of the blooper reel. I'll say Kisa and Josiah will be on there. I have some good moments from Irvin, from Camille and Arian. And yeah, I think they all have some really funny moments.
You don't have like a blooper reel you can put out.
You might get a blooper reel soon. I put
like
them out
like at the
eventually.
end of the episode, or
At
maybe
the end
like
of the
make its own
episode,
episode.
no.
Like
I gotta leave people off feeling scared. If I put a blooper reel at the end, you're gonna be happy again.
or maybe like after the
You can
season
after the season
premieres.
premieres, you can get a
Yeah.
blooper reel maybe that next month.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
should do that.
You guys can get it in November after Scary Time is over.
All right. So, what would the trailer guy voice say about season 2 if he had like to hype it in a 10 minute dramatics, or not 10 minute 10 let me run this back. Don't laugh at me. What would don't laugh.
You make it hard not to laugh. Okay.
Okay. So, what would the trailer guy's voice say? Let me run that back one more time. What would the trailer voice guy say about season 2 if he had to hype it in 10 dramatic seconds? You got to do the voice too.
Oh, okay. I gotta get my guy voice on.
Which is not hard for you.
Wow, that's okay. He'd probably say something like, "4 weeks, 4 horrific episodes." I don't know. This is hard.
Come on,
Wait. Let me think. Okay. I usually have weeks to think of this stuff.
you usually have more bass in your voice when you do your guy voice too.
Whatever. I'll make it sound like you. 4 weeks, 4 eps. Yeah. You better watch it because it's gonna be too fresh. Noir
Boo.
Stories.
Boo. That was
Fake
that.
New Yorker accent.
Hold on, one. I don't have a New Yorker accent. What you talking?
It's a fake New Yorker accent. You try. It's okay.
Okay, whatever.
No, it would. I don't know. I don't usually have like a trailer guy who would do it. I would actually
You
use
should do
the.
one. You
I
should.
would actually use the actors' voices, and I would have clips from the scenes kind of tell the stories.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So, did you sneak any inside jokes, Easter eggs, or little "if you know" moments this time?
I did. So there are a couple Easter eggs in each episode that you will watch. Some will have references to other Noir Stories episodes, and others might have Easter eggs to other projects that I've done in general. So be on the lookout, see if you can find any, comment on them, and I would say pay very close attention to the colors that are shown during each of the episodes.
I'm still on this New York accent thing because that's the first time I ever got that before.
I
I don't.
said fake New Yorker accent.
So, okay. So, if season 2 had merch, what funny items should fans be able to buy? Like a T-shirt, like a nightlight, like a therapy voucher. What you think?
um Therapy voucher because I always am for therapy. But definitely t-shirts. I'd love to give out knives, like, kitchen knives, and it would say Noir Stories on it. And like it would kind of
Nice.
look like my earrings. But yeah, it would look like that. I think that would be an amazing gift. And then I would say I would also give out ooh, a missing persons case. Like a person's picture and then it just has like all their information on it. They don't know how I got their information. I just send it to you. That would be really cool. I would hopefully creep you out with that. I would love to send VHS tapes. And the VHS tapes would have each of the episodes on it because I am a person that loves old media, old physical media. Um,
Have you seen the price of a VCR?
I have. It's ridiculous.
Man, I don't
My
like it.
VCR just broke and I was looking to replace it. $200.
Man,
Do better.
yeah. I had some old stuff I wanted to like get off the tape and put it in digital, and I was looking at the price of VCRs, and I was like, yeah, I can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cincinnati Library lets you do it. So go there. It's
For
free.
real?
It's free.
Oh, okay. I might have to go down there then. Is that it? Like, is that all the items?
I'm trying to okay, wait. Let me think. Is that all the items? Ooh, I would give out a coupon, but to like disgusting restaurants. That could be really good. And love letters. But the love letters will be very mean.
Mm,
Those are also hints for the season. So
okay. Well, let's talk about like the development. See, so like those are like more of the sillier questions. Let's talk about a little bit more technical stuff for the people that's like, hey, I wanted to see Makayla and how she works and does her technical things, for our fans that are filmmakers. So, like, can you tease us with any like new storylines or characters you might see in season 2? I know you talked about it a little bit, but like, give us something. Come on,
okay.
give us like.
I will give you the names of all 4 episodes. The first, well, it may not be the first that premieres, but the first one is called The Masquerade. That was filmed back in March. And the second one was called Phobias. That was filmed in July. And we are currently filming The Paranormal, which is being filmed basically as we speak. And the one that we are about to start filming is called 5 Love Languages. And what I can tell you about each of them, one has to do, like I said, it's kind of like a reality TV show type of style, while another one has to deal with love loss in the most dramatic and horrific way possible. And another one's a murder mystery. And the final one, it's about facing your fears. And there will be a lot of different fears that you see people have to face or not face.
Okay. Are you experimenting with any new style or techniques this season? Like maybe you've seen like I don't know, like Sinners is like, you know what, I want to steal that idea, or
I
But
would say so the newest type of style is kind of the paranormal. I have never filmed something to try to make it be such reality show kind of style where you have confessionals and you have like people introducing themselves. So part of it is it's almost a little bit of documentary style in a way of shooting. So, having people have their moments of talking about what's happening, to the side, having moments of them being against a backdrop, explaining, "Hi, I'm so and so, I'm from here." So that would be a new style that we're testing out, but I'm excited to see how that comes out. Another new style that we kinda did, I would say it was probably with I would say the choreography that we did. There are some people who are gonna get killed, obviously, and
got
we
people
had
dancing, choreography.
no. Actors do certain types of choreography when they're fighting or when they're killing or stabbing, shooting, that type of stuff. So there was certain choreography that we had to go over to make it look realistic when we would unalive certain characters.
I thought you was shooting a music video or something at first time about.
No, there is no music video. Um, Besides that, I think the only other style that's a little bit different is probably how intense we're going with some of the lighting choices that we're making. So you saw a little bit of our colors and how they kind of played in The Babysitter and in The Best Sleepover Ever, and even a little bit in Big Smile. But we're going all out and we're having lots of different colors that we're using to showcase, just different types of cinematic looks.
Cause the babysitter was like what, red and black or something like that.
Yeah, it had like the red colors, while the Big Smile episode, it had green and orange. And then the Best Sleepover Ever was blue. So now we're playing with some of these other colors to be shown throughout the entire film and to be really intense.
And so like, what is the thought process in selecting the colors? Is it just like, hey, I want to play around with this color in here, or is there like a specific meaning or specific definition of why you're using a specific color?
So for the paranormal, the color choice is actually going to be like this yellowish orange color. And it's kind of to mimic the style of Fear Factor with, how they would, show the opening scenes and kind of how they would show like just kind of the people when they were in like these dark rooms and they had to get in a tank full of bugs and stuff like that. So we're kind of mimicking that, but making it more intense. As for Phobias, I wanted it to look like they were in a dark building that had kind of like those blue fluorescent lights. So we're making that like really intense like that. And then for the masquerade, it was all about just making it feel like you are in a school dance. So playing with, just fun colors like your reds and your purples.
And then what do you hope the audience will feel after watching season 2?
Scared, hopefully.
How do you think they felt off this watching season 1?
Season 1, it was a little scary, but we didn't take it all the way. We just wanted to introduce you to it. Season 2, it's longer episodes, it's more intense, and I would say we have like excellent cast. Like it's so amazing. I love to see different people that have come back and they're like, "Yeah, I want to do this again." And I love new faces as well who's come on and been like, "Yeah, this seems like this could be fun."
And then how did you decide which fears or human struggles to center on each episode this season around?
So, I would say there are 2 episodes that I wrote, man, almost like 8-ish years ago. They were originally plays, and that is The Masquerade and
And you was in like an
Phobias.
elementary school and you wrote that, huh?
I was. No, I was at UC, and I was in a group called Black Arts Collaborative, and I wrote these 2 plays for them, and they were our annual Halloween shows. And so those I wrote, and I was just looking for creative ways to, portray different horror elements. We had already done different themes each year, so one year I was like, it should be about different phobias that people have, and the other one I was like, this one should be like a masquerade. We've never done a masquerade theme. So that's how I came up with those 2 back in college. For the other 2 episodes, for 5 love languages, I was like, you know what? I feel like I kind of miss, doing something with romance. I had Done in the Dark that dealt a lot with romance. So I was like, this one is going to be dedicated to romance in the most horrific way you can think of.
Mm.
Um, and then for I'm blanking on the name. Wow. For the paranormal. For the paranormal, we essentially I like to watch a lot of like reality competition shows. And while I was watching The Circle, I was like, I should make something like this like be horrific. And I thought of an idea when I was in one of the 48 hours uh film festivals before where we were talking about we should have had like something where we were doing like a mockumentary style. And I was like, what if I brought that and combined it with like a reality competition show and it was all based in like a building you couldn't get out of? And that's kind of how I came up with that idea and I just fleshed it out some more.
You did a 48-hour film competition?
I did 4 in college, 1 outside of college, and I can tell you every time it made my filmmaking get a whole lot better. So I always vouch for those.
Okay. Um, so like, do you so to me, I used to think like, I don't know, like you would just like be in a room by yourself, like, how can I come up with this idea I haven't used before? Like, maybe I should cut somebody's head off or something crazy like that. So, what does your writing process look like day to day? Do you write every day, or is it like once a week, or is it like a certain chunk of the month, or what's your writing process like?
So my writing process, I do not write every day. I would love to. I just don't have the time to. But I do have certain moments, certain weeks where I have time to write and I'll sit down and I'll be like, okay, let's take it for when I was done with season 1 and I wanted to start on season 2.
Mm,
I had 2 that was already written that I knew I wanted to bring to life in a film format, so I needed to write 2 more. And I actually wrote like 4 more and I just had to choose 2 more to do.
mm,
But I sat down and I was thinking about what are stuff that are traditionally not necessarily scary and how can I make them scary? And so while I'm watching a reality TV show, that's one area where I'm like, I haven't done this type of format. What would that look like? How could I
mm,
make it scary? And, Fear Factor itself, that's something I used to watch all the time. And I'm like, that's something that I could kind of build off of. And Survivor, I just like Survivor. Um, as far as 5 love languages, it was something I was sitting down and I was like, once again, I haven't done romance in a while. I want to somehow take romance and make it spooky, essentially. And so I thought of like a character and what would drive them to do some of the things that they're going to do in this episode. And I started thinking about the 5 love languages and how that could push you to maybe want to, let's say, rekindle that love.
okay. And so do you see yourself expanding Noir Stories like into other formats such as like a stage play, maybe a podcast, or maybe even a feature film?
If one of the episodes was liked well enough, I would love to do a feature film for, some of the different episodes. I've
To
seen
do
for
one for the babysitter. I think the babysitter
if
would
you
be
guys comment
amazing.
enough that you like the babysitter, I will do a feature for it if it makes you guys happy and if you'll support it. But I think feature would be next, but I really want to, I think, just keep doing the series for now and kind of getting some of those like episodes out there. I
Mm,
think the biggest thing that inspires me is getting more Black faces into horror and getting more Black people to watch horror and not be like, man, I'm gonna be the first person to die, or there's only one token in this. Why should I watch this? I want them to see it and see that there's like a community of Black people in this episode, a community that's like doing a bunch of different like types of things involving horror, but also with a bunch of different personalities that may or may not be like yours or somebody you know.
okay. And who are some of your biggest creative influences in noir or the thriller genre?
I would say Jordan Peele, obviously. Like when I was, man, I was in
Jordan
college.
Peele,
Yeah.
the dude from Mad TV.
I mean, yes, but also he's been behind, Get Out, Nope, Us. And when I was in college watching, Get Out and Us, I was like, I really, really like his style. I love seeing Black people in horror. He has a film coming out called Him, with his production company. I'm going to see that. I love seeing how he'll have Black faces in horror and it'll be about just different things. It's not, typical everyday movies that you expect. And so that's kind of something that inspires me. I really love his style. I can't give him enough flowers. And I'm excited to see him.
So Jordan Peele is your biggest influence, would you
I'd
say?
say he's my biggest influence. There's other non-horror influences that I have for film, but he's the biggest like horror influence. And I feel like we're getting more like Nia DaCosta. She did her thing with Candyman, and I can't wait to see if she does more in the horror elements as well.
And how important has collaboration been to the success of Noir Stories?
It's so important to have collaboration with people like yourself who came to the masquerade and they helped me pull it off by like doing some behind the scenes footage for me, getting interviews, helping with the lighting, helping be extras in the background. Having, my actors, I always have a small crew usually, but my actors sometimes will be like, hey, let me help you put this light stand up or get some of the stuff out of your car. Like just having good collaboration from people is always helpful. And I always like to help collaborate and give back to, like, a couple weekends ago, helping you with your film. Like, it's a give and take relationship.
Question.
Mhm.
So if an actor helps get a light out of your car and they drop it and break it, who's at fault?
Well, you shouldn't be able to drop it and break it because I wouldn't give you like a light that's just out. It's in its suitcase. Like,
But what if they take it out, the suitcase, set
what
it
if they
up,
take
and
it
then
out? I would just say, like, hold the bag
be
if they wanted
helpful?
it. Like, I would
You
say
gotta
just
smell
hold the
proof.
bag. Like, I wouldn't have them hold that
So if they
equipment
drop
like
and
that.
break it, like who's responsible? Like,
I
do you
would
take
say
it
it's
to
I would say it's
or
me that's responsible. They were helping me out, and I probably was like, "Yeah, can you do this?" But
what if it's like an aperture light? It was like $1,000 light.
well, I would still say like it's still gonna be me. Not just it's not gonna change just because the price of the light changed. But I would have them have it in its carrying case. We have a carrying case for a reason.
You're a good one. If you could give advice to a filmmaker who wants to create a series like this, what would it be?
My advice is always to just go out and do it, like Nike. Like you have to always go out and attempt to find the actors, write that script, and then film it and get it out there. You will never get better not doing anything.
Do it like Nike. That's funny. You find that funny?
I mean,
No.
I said it is inspiring.
All right. Let's talk about your let's segue to the giveaway you got going on. You want to take us away, talk about that a little bit?
I sure do. We have a killer giveaway. You see what I did there? That's funnier. Trust me, these prizes are just
killer
as fun
giveaway.
as they are creepy. You're in my tape.
Oh, excuse
Yeah.
me. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Anyway, as I was saying, these prizes are just as creepy as they are fun. If you would like to enter for a chance to win our Noir Stories mystery box, Final Girl Survival Pack, or Villain Starter Kit, then all you have to do is follow the 2Phresh Philm Phest and MCB Cinema on Instagram, and then like the posts and tag a friend. That's it. 3 easy steps. And if you buy a ticket to the 2Phresh Philm Phest, you get an extra entry to getting one of these prizes. In these boxes could be anything that we mentioned from earlier, such as the stuff that was on the dining plate, or maybe it's a button or a t-shirt or something like that. But it's a mystery for now. So if you'd like a chance to enter to win these things, make sure you follow, like, and tag. This will be posted on both the 2Phresh Philm Phest page and my page on MCB Cinema.
Okay, so basically, if I grab like the Final Girl pack, I might survive in one of your storylines. But if I go with the Villain Starter Kit, then I might not make it out here alive. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, potentially, or you might just be the serial killer yourself, so you could potentially make it out. Look how many times Chucky's made it out.
Okay. So whether you're the mystery box type, the Final Girl survivor, or villain at heart, this is your chance to play the game. Enter now, grab your tickets, and we'll see you at the 2Phresh Philm Phest, October 5th, the View Center here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And always remember, stay fly, stay humble, and stay fresh. Peace.
Yeah, I did it this time.
You know, you say that every time before I get
did
the
it this time. He
before I
didn't
get the
prepare me,
See,
but I was ready.
you were ready, but you interrupted the piece.
It's okay.
I
They
gotta
don't
say
need
it.
it. They should know no peace. This is Noir Stories.
We out.